Yo, what's going on, everybody? Just straight out of Boston here, aka the King of Boston. Today, back for episode 9 of my Indiana Pacers MyLeague. We're taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. We're off to a slow 3-5 start this season, but before we get into the game, we got a pregame.
The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Sprite.
Hey, this is Ernie Johnson, 2K Sports. Shaquille O'Neal is with me. Thank you all for being here. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Indiana Pacers at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. For Indiana, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. Boy, the Cleveland Cavaliers, not only do they have LeBron James in the fold, but also they have really struck it rich with the lottery, getting the #1 pick 3 out of the last 4.
Yes, LeBron, Kyrie Irving, and the #1 pick. Very interesting, Ernie. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, maybe 5, 6, 7 trips to the finals for the King.
Now who's getting carried away? Ready to tip it off. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
Alright, so we are back for the start of this one. Opening tip between Anderson Varejao and DeAndre Jordan is 1. And DeAndre Jordan, one of our off-season acquisitions. If you did not see the off-season video, it was the last episode posted. You should definitely go check that out before you watch this, or else you're going to be wondering where a lot of these guys came from. But here's DeAndre Jordan getting in the action early, and that's pretty much how DeAndre Jordan's going to expect to score on this team. A lot of offensive rebounds, tip-ins, stuff like that. There, it was just too big for LeBron James. Now here's Emmanuel Mudiay, and Mudiay to the basket. He showed out today, and I'm early on very, very impressed with Emmanuel Mudiay and just his offensive game in general. Really excited to have him on the team. Here's Dion Waiters to the hoop, and he slams it down in DeAndre Jordan's face. It's a 3-point lead for the Indiana Pacers right now. Paul George coming off the screen. He is back from injury, and there he is. Welcome back to Banker Life Fieldhouse, or whatever this place is called. I think it's Banker Fieldhouse or something like that. But he is back, and he is looking good with a slam dunk right there. Now 20 alls to score. Cauley Stein with the ball top. He gives it to McDaniels, and watch McDaniels pump fake drive and glide through the air for the one-handed slam. Take a look at the replay. McDaniels seemingly just floating at one point there with pure athleticism. I love KJ McDaniels. I'm so excited to have him on the team as well. Like I said, I was really happy with the offseason that we had. I'm just really excited to use a lot of these players, and that is obviously pretty important for someone who's going to be playing a lot of games with this team from now into the near future. But LeBron James with the buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter, that was a big backbreaker. They would go up by 3, now they're up by 5. Here comes Kyrie Irving. You can see we're in a bit of a scoring drought right now, and they give it down low to Kevin Love. And you cannot get down in a scoring drought against a team like the Cavs, because the offensive talent on this team is so good that when they're clicking, they are so hard to stop. I mean, they do have the potential to be one of the best offenses in NBA history, just with the talent alone. And, you know, we'll see if they can actually suffice into that. But either way, there's a big 3 from Kyrie Irving. Now it's a 9-point lead down to 7. Here's Irving once again coming around. Not really a screen there, but Varejao with the ball out to Dion Waiters, who's going to pull up for 3, and he knocks that one down. Terry just couldn't get over there in time. Jason Terry, though, is alive. He came off the bench and had a pretty good outing today, although his defense is never really going to be that good at this stage in his career. You'll see he knocked down a couple big shots today. So here's DeAndre Jordan with the offensive rebound, and there is one of these shots. Jason Terry, top of the key, or actually top of the 3-point line for 3, knocks it down. Now it's still a 9-point game. Dion Waiters with the ball, giving it to Irving. Irving, now right where Terry was, gives it back to Waiters, and Waiters knocks down the shot. A nice little mid-range, and it's the 10-point lead still for the Cavaliers. Pacers hanging around, but need to get something going, need to get some stops and get some buckets. Millsap down low, just gets that hook shot to go in over LeBron James. And now an 8-point game. Here is Shane Larkin, a man we traded in the Tristan Thompson trade, former New York Knick as well. He actually does a nice behind-the-back move, gets open, and puts that one in. So Cavs maintaining their 10-ish point lead. It's down to 9 right now. Here's a pick and roll. Cauley Stein to the basket, pump fakes, and then we'll put the second go in. But it's back to a 10-point game here, but Paul George with the left-handed layup, and it's down to 8, and that will be the score heading into the half. 62-52 is the score, so a bit of a slow start for this Pacers defense. This is a team that should be built on defense. If you did not notice at the beginning, in like the first screen of the video, I let the the screen where you get to choose like what team you're gonna play as sort of play out for a couple extra seconds, because I did want people to take notice. I think we were rated the 30th offense and like the 2nd defense in the league, and that put us like 13th overall. So that was pretty funny. I really didn't expect that. I thought we had a little bit more offensive talent than that. But, I mean, some of it does sort of depend on Mudiay's development, and he's only a 77 overall right now. And that's why I've said before that I think this year is not really a year for title contention. It's more a year for getting back into the playoffs, maybe even winning a playoff series or 2. And then maybe year 3 being the year we sort of leap into that group of NBA title contenders. But we'll see how it goes. So far, not looking great as we're only 3-5 to start out the year, and we are down right now to the Cavs. Kevin Love, great spin move right there, getting around DeAndre Jordan for the bucket. Now 71-60. Here's LeBron James driving, try to get past Paul George. George bodies him up, but then he finally gets by him and a nice contact layup over Jimmy Butler. And I did have Paul George on LeBron James this game, although we do have two pretty good options with him and Butler, guys who have defended him in playoff series in the past. But a 3 right there. Down to a 10-point lead. Now Millsap with the rebound out to Paul George on the break. George, not the fastest guy, but he's got those long legs that let him take big strides, and he gets all the way down to the other end of the floor in transition. Gets the layup to go. So a 7-point game now as we have cut it down to a 3-possession game, but Love to the basket. He gets it to go. Now 79-70. Here is Jimmy Butler looking for the screen from Millsap. Butler coming around, finds Emmanuel Mudiay, whose defender helped off of him, and Mudiay knocks down the open 3. It's down to 6. Now up to 7 after a free throw from the Cavs. LeBron James covered by Reggie Bullock here, and Bullock just falls asleep on defense, and James posterizes someone down there. Looks like maybe it was KJ McDaniels. So now 84-73. Great extra pass to Shane Larkin there. Larkin gets the bucket under the hoop. Back up to 13. 86 points already for this Cleveland Cavaliers squad. Not a good defensive performance so far from the Pacers. And there's another open look from the Cavs. This time it's a Kevin Love 3. Up to 15 is the lead. And this, though, pick and roll. Beautiful around the defender pass right there to Stein. Cauley Stein does not get it to go. Gets his own rebound, though, and actually the second chance gets called on goaltending by Kevin Love. So, 13-point game beginning of the fourth quarter here. Trying to get a little pick and roll going with Mudiay and Stein. Cauley Stein finally gets open there and actually hits a little floater. Well, we will take that. So 96-85. LeBron James with the ball. James around, and he gets the left-handed layup to go back up to 13. And we really had trouble stopping this Cavaliers offense. I mean, throughout this time we were trying to get this comeback going, we had no trouble getting points on offense. It was really getting the stops that we needed. And that is the sign of, well, that's supposed to be the, if you are able to get those stops, it's supposed to be the sign of an NBA ready, or a title contender ready defense, but we were not able to do it. As you can see, still an 11-point lead, but we're not having trouble on offense. Another Mudiay pick and roll, and him getting to the basket is just so easy. And when he is around there, he does finish it pretty easily. He's 6'5", so he's got some size. He can slam it down in the half court, but he's also a good finisher around the net. But again, our problem was on the other end of the floor. They would actually get a block on Love, but he gets his own rebound. And then check out the cutting Anderson Varejao. Very good two-man, big men game right there from Varejao and Love. And the lead is back up to 16 now with under 3 minutes to play. This one looking all but over at this point. Mudiay pick and roll. DeAndre Jordan jumper. He actually does get that to go. And I think I tried to shoot that like 2 or 3 times, so Jordan finally got one. But he does hit the mid-range, not really known for. But then, again, beautiful passing from Anderson Varejao right there. Bounce pass to the cutting Kevin Love. Big men like that who can pass really open up the offense for any offensive team. It's not like the most important thing or the most important skill for a big man to have, but if you're Anderson Varejao and you can pass like that, you just saw it right there, how it can really help an offense. And then Kevin Love going to work, just shaking DeAndre Jordan right there. Now under 90 seconds to play, and they get the lead back up to 18. Here we go, Mudiay is going to give this one down to Paul George in the post, covered by LeBron. George trying to get something going. Actually does get by him and slams it down with one hand. Paul George had a really good game despite the loss. George, on offense at least, was phenomenal today. I think he put up 27 or so points. And then Jordan again jump shot, this time off the glass. He does get it to go, but that's going to wrap up the game. We end up losing 119-101. A disappointing start to the first 9 games of the season. We fall to 3-6. Definitely going to need to do better than that. And this is a team we'll likely see again in the future. The LeBron James versus Pacers rivalry has been renewed, and we'll probably see them again, as we'll probably duke it out with this team and the Bulls for the Central title. But we will see. And there's the offense right there. 90 shots for the Cavs, and they convert on 59% of them. That is going to beat you 10 times out of 10, quite frankly. So take a look at the box score. 26 points for Paul George on 21 shots. Mudiay had a really good game, 23 points on 13 shots. He also had 6 assists. Millsap had a double-double. DeAndre had 4 blocks, but really it was defense where we ended up falling short, and you'll see that in the Cavs box score here. They too many guys had way too efficient nights. LeBron James, 30 points on 21 shots. Love at 24 and 17. Waiters, 24 and 17. Irving, 21 and 16. Just could not stop them. So that's pretty much going to do it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you did enjoy. Doesn't out. Peace.